Water Fire Restoration. We are a sewer water mold fire mitigation company. I'd like to thank East Chicago Fire Department for inviting us to this wonderful event, and looking forward to lots of fun today. Thank you.
On behalf of the Honorable Mayor Anthony Copeland and the East Chicago Fire Department, we would like to thank you for attending the annual Fire Department Open House. Special thank you to our vendors, East Chicago Police Department. They're giving away some fun giveaways at the table. Go see the police chief. Also, we have the East Chicago Public Library that are giving away free books. Your Voice Matters are actually doing surveys right now for a special assessment. We need your input, so if you could stop to fill out a survey at the table, please visit the East Chicago Public Library booth table that's set up over here. Chrissy, I see you. Also, we would like to shout out our library director that is here, Miss Marla Katrine Spann is in the building. We're doing some great things at the library, so please stop at our table to see what we have to offer. You don't want to miss out on all the freebies, all the goodies that we offer. Also, we have Northwest Indiana Community Action that is here as well. CWF Restoration that offers water, fire, mold, smoke damage. They bring your home back to pre-loss conditions. We also have HealthLink for your medical and health needs. Please visit their table. They're waving their hands in the back. HealthLink, can you see them? Also, we have Sabrina 360 photo booth. Sabrina Spinuations. Don't forget to have your photo taken at Sabrina 360 photo booth Spinuations. And then we have Sissy Pools, face paintings and animal balloons. Get your face painted. Even if you're an adult, it's a lot of fun. Then we have a lot of snacks and goodies. Also, I want to give a really big shout out to the East Chicago Fire Chief. Damon Carpenter is in the building. Shout out to the Fire Chief. Come on, we can do a little bit better for the Fire Chief. Okay, so let's do one more, and this one has to be really big for the East Chicago Fire Department. All right, let's turn up. We hope you guys have a good time. Get your snacks and your goodies. Go by, see all of the vendors that are available today, and want to see you guys dance and have an amazing time. I'll be back in a few minutes, but thank you again for attending, and have an amazing, amazing afternoon.
It's a beautiful day. We're waiting on the helicopter to land. I'm out here at the Fire Department Open House. You're taking me back. I'm back down memory lane. I remember doing 27 and a half years of these fire safety houses, and the day with the youth and the community with the fire department. Again, we've been truly blessed even with our fire department. If you look at it, all new equipment, the training, and now the kids can be exposed, and now we can look and see maybe the next generation will aspire to take the place of this generation. So it's a win-win situation whenever we have this open house with the fire department. He's going to do a panorama, and then you'll be able to see the community is here. But the good and the beautiful thing, you see all of the future generation of firefighters that can be next.
Get longer calls. When we get those, we have to do a bit of flight planning. Like we've gone up to the Mayo Clinic up in Rochester. We've gone to St. Louis, Missouri as well.
Wow.
So those are about 2.5 hours flight. You usually have to gas up and refuel halfway there.
Are these loud inside, is what we heard?
Yeah, they're pretty loud. So we've got the helmets with the air cushions. Sometimes people put earplugs in as well on top of that.
And we're at the East Chicago Open House 2022. Unfortunately, we have to take a couple of years off due to COVID, but the world is getting back to normal. A lot of people came, a lot of citizens, and this is show our appreciation and show what we do. So just want to thank everyone, thank Mayor Anthony Copeland and the council members that arrived, and just thank the East Chicago Fire Department. Most of all, thank the citizens.
And I'm a flight paramedic for Superior Ambulance, and we're flying in a EC-135 Eurocopter today. We're in East Chicago for a special event today, and here to show the aircraft to the local community and fire department. We're based out of DuPage Airport, and we do everything from inter-facility transports to scene calls, motor vehicle accidents and such. And basically anytime we need to fly somewhere, we are able to fly at about 120 miles an hour, so it usually cuts down our transports in half, getting patients to the definitive care they need, trauma centers, stroke centers, cardiac centers. Basically today we fly one pilot along with a nurse and a paramedic, critical care trained, and yeah.
Good morning, East Chicago, and residents surrounding residents. We are the Jazz Ladies. We also have some gents that perform with us sometimes. We go around the community and perform and dance and bring a little fun and happiness to different events. So right now, we would like for some of you all to come up and we're going to teach y'all how to do a very easy dance. So some of you all come on up to the front. Right out there, rock up, right, and back, 1, 2, 3, and up. Walk it up.
real soon. The firefighters will be here. They're getting prepared. They're going to prepare the ladder. They're getting into the gear right now. You will see the ladder set up. You will see a firefighter go to the top. You will see a firefighter go over the top and come down the other side. So if you give us just a couple more minutes, we'll be showing you what we're doing with the church raise. Anybody have any questions or anything? Captain Alvarez. Zoom. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2022 East Chicago Fire Department Open House. Is everybody having a good time? Okay, I heard you guys. That was good enough. What we're going to be doing now is it's a situation called a church raise. This was developed many years ago for a church. Like middle of church ceilings, what, 20, 30, 40 feet high? Back in the day, we didn't have scissor lifts. We didn't have any type of lift applications to get us to those roofs. So this was invented. What happens is we lift the ladder straight up. It's secured by 4 ropes, one going in each corner to each direction. And what we use this for basically nowadays is to build teamwork and faith in each other. Because when you see what they do, you have to have faith in your firefighters to know they're doing their job to make sure you can go over the top of this ladder. So they're checking out their equipment now. Right now they're checking their equipment to make sure everything's secure and safe, so there's no issues. What will happen is they'll put the rope on the ladder, it'll be pulled all 4 corners, all directions. The ladder will come up, they'll secure the ladder. Captain Eddie Rivera is the safety officer. He'll be going around, making sure everything's where it's supposed to be and everybody's safe and everybody's in their position. Then our firefighter chauffeur, Daniel Buckley, will be climbing the ladder. You're excited, huh? Ready for this, huh? Like I said, nowadays we really don't use this too much other than for training purposes to build teamwork and faith in your fellow firefighters. Since the invention of scissor lifts and that type of thing, this is really no longer needed, but if we needed to do it, we still can do it. Still checking their equipment, making sure the ropes are secure. And just so you know, that ladder is 16 foot tall. He will be climbing 16 foot in the air.
You guys to back up though. You guys gotta go back towards the bench.
Supported by any building, any wall.
Because if he falls, he's gonna hurt you.
And his fellow firefighters.
I hope so. I really do. That'd be the best part of the whole thing.
I need your help. Come here.
Right now, you may think they're tying knots to secure this ladder, but those are not knots, those are hitches. They will go over the top of the ladder. The ladder will be
check the rope. Alright, so go ahead and hold it. I know he's good right now. We just need you to hold it real close, alright? We'll tell you when to let it go.
16 foot tall. Does anybody have any questions about what's going on right now or anything? Or?
One side, right?
Anybody? Okay.
Okay, give it to him.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give it to him.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, come on. We can come have a seat.
One side. High five.
Alright, come on.
One side.
That's one of our new recruits. He'll be going to training academy in February. It's possible. We do not ever do anything that'll put any one of our firefighters in danger and the public.
That's good. Alright, go ahead and heal it.
What firefighter Igatura is doing at the foot of the ladder, it's called healing the ladder. He's standing on it so it will not shift on us, it will go straight up.
Yeah, that's got to move.
And you notice where the firefighters in the 4 corners with the rope, they will be securing the ladder.
Yeah, he's good now.
Chauffeur Buckley is at the top of the ladder, putting the ropes on the ladder. He's the one that's going to be climbing the ladder, so he wants to make sure it's secure and everything is set up properly. And once again, Captain Eddie Rivera is our safety officer.
That man on top of the title, didn't you? That man on top of the title, didn't you?
I'm trying, I threw it all over the place. Well, that's what he is. Sometimes he drives, sometimes he's captain.
Oh, both of them are going to be close to you after. You'll be alright.
Well, he's got a lot more.
Yeah, oh, he's got plenty.
And if you notice, there's all kind of communication between the firefighters. That's very necessary to make sure this goes smoothly.
Yep. Good. Good. Yep. All right.
The ladder is now being raised. they're doing now is making sure that all the ropes are pulled to the exact same tension so the ladder stays perfectly perpendicular.
A little bit more on yours. Right there. Everybody feel tight? Give it a shake. You guys feel good? Yep. There you go.
Once again, chauffeur Buckley, making sure everything's correct.
Yeah, we're good. You get ready. Yep. Yep. Good. Back, you're good. All right.
Once again, notice the communication. And here he goes.
How do you feel? High. It's high. My guys.
Notice there's communication at all times. What he's performing now is called the Fallen Angel.
Guys are ready. It's coming to you.
He will now get his feet back in proper position to finish ascending the ladder and going over the top. And he made it. Give it up for chauffeur Buckley.
Good job, kid.
And he's safe on the ground.
Thanks, guys.
Once again, that was called the church raise. The firefighter Buckley performing the Fallen Angel. Lowering the ladder is still very well communicated. Don't let the ladder just fall and nail someone in the head.
You guys going to take off?
Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the church raise. How about a big round of applause for East County firefighters?
That's all. So the bike man is pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him the man pocket. As you see, he's excited. We're going to go ahead and let him have it. Pocket. So as you see, I don't think I should take him off yet, right?
No! I can see the
How's it feeling there, buddy? Pretty good.
It's really good. I can feel the pitch.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll take him off and I'll send him on a little bit of a running bike for you guys.
Eddie, once again, Lucian getting eaten by the dog. Daughter eating popcorn.
So he'll basically stay on until I take him off. There's not going to be any that you can do to him to get him off that bike without me getting him back.
Eat for the crowd. That was good. He looked back at me. Everybody give a hand. Lucian! Woo! The Lucian! Good job, Luce.
One more time. Let's go here. Now there's going to be an explanation. So there's bleachers back there. Seeing the firefighter will be heading in a few minutes.
You're too far away. You're gonna have to be loud. You're too far away.
All right, we have a car accident.
All right, everybody hear him?
What's that? I gotta kind of see what they're doing too, so I can explain what the situation is. I'll talk loud. I'm good at it. All right.
You good?
Yes. First off, let me introduce our firefighters. They're gonna be taking care of this for you. Once again, we have Captain Eddie Rivera, who's gonna act as our safety officer, which would be our district chief or our assistant chief. We have Captain Alon Suarez, who's captain on the rescue. This is pretty much going to be his call. He'll be pretty much in charge of it. Firefighter Tarrant, he'll be doing the work. Chauffeur Adair is Captain Alon Suarez's chauffeur on our rescue. We have firefighter Zach Yeager-Tua, he'll be doing some work. We have Captain Jesse Quadra, he's captain on engine 2511, which runs out of this station. And then once again, chauffeur Dan Buckley. He's driving engine 2511 today. First off, I need an adult volunteer. Can I see a show of hands for an adult volunteer?
Volunteer.
Dodgers hat.
No, you.
Dodgers hat.
Yeah, don't turn around. You should. We saw you catch when you raised your hand. So we just want them to know how heavy these things are. So we're gonna have you pick them up and kind of work with them, all right? That's all we're asking.
What we're gonna do is right now, we're gonna show you the tools, not all of them, but the basic tools that would be used on a call for a car accident similar to this. First off, we have these two right here, our blue tools. These are called our E-tools. You guys know them as the jaws of life. But now it's divided into two separate tools, and nowadays they're battery operated as opposed to being hydraulically operated. First off, we have our E-tool cutters. And what we use this for is cutting. It's basically a very powerful pair of scissors. It'll cut through any piece of that car, which you will be seeing shortly. We'll be cutting the post to remove the roof.
All right, so it's on right now. All you do is twist. Twist to open, it's on now, and then close.
Sir, what's your name, by the way?
Joe.
Joe?
Yeah.
Joe, tell him how heavy that is.
It's pretty heavy.
Does it feel pretty awkward, or is it pretty easy to maneuver and work with?
It's awkward. This side feels light. This is like obviously really heavy.
Right.
Just so you guys know, we don't get the luxury of using them like this. You want to go ahead and get a nice long angle on it? Not like that. Come up this way.
Yeah. So that's, Very rarely do we ever use them to cut straight on. What Captain Suarez is showing them right now, we're twisting, turning, lifting. It's a fun job. They're heavy, as you can attest to. Next is our E-tool spreader. Once again, you'll be seeing shortly how we can pop the door with this and open the door real easily. There you go. Once again, how heavy are they?
This one's not as heavy, but it's still heavy.
And pretty awkward still, right?
Yeah.
Once again, like he's showing, we're lifting them, twisting them, turning them. It's very rarely are we ever just going in like this. So those are hydraulic tools.
We appreciate you coming up here, man. We just want people to
And
know
by
how
hydraulic, let me explain what that means. Like I said, our tools back in the past, there would be a hose attached to those with a little portable generator over here that would be pumping hydraulic fluid into those tools to give us the pressure we need for them to cut and open, which is about 10,000 PSI. Nowadays, they're battery operated. Those batteries, we have multiple spares on all of our rigs. And by the way, all of our rigs, our rescues and our engines carry these tools now. So before we'd have one set on a rescue, all of our crews have access to these tools instantly. So, you guys can get started or what's next? All right, yeah, I'm ready. So what we have now, oh, by the way, before we get going, I would like to thank Carruthers Towing from here in town for supplying us this car to cut up today, because it's gonna be cut up. What they're gonna demonstrate is we have a victim driving this car that we cannot get out. This car hit another car, it hit a building, it hit a post. Whatever the case may be, we're gonna show you how we can get in there and safely get that person out. Oh, and prior to this, just so you know, we're kind of under a little bit of time constraints with the open house. They've already been in the car. You know how it has the plastic where your seatbelt's at between the front and back door, plastic on the dashboards. We pull all that before we cut. There's air cylinders in there that operate the airbags. If we were to cut through one of those cylinders, it could maybe not be a pretty sight. So they've already taken care of that end of it. So we are gonna get in there and just start cutting. All the prep work, all the safety work has been done. And a car accident like this, you gotta picture this. This is an easy one. The car is still on its 4 wheels. It's pretty well secure. They will still secure it some more, but you gotta realize we get to accidents where cars are on their roof, cars are on their side, cars are hanging off a bridge. So this right here is a pretty simple one. Ready? You guys do what you're gonna do. Okay.
I want them to see who's going to hit it with the Hattigan. They can show like, okay, I see this, and he's gonna use the proper tool to do it.
Okay, right now what they're gonna show you is how durable these windows are. Firefighter Tarrant is gonna hit the side window with a Halligan bar, which is the heavy one of our iron tools. And hopefully it's gonna show you that that will not break the window. You guys ready? Here goes Firefighter Tarrant.
Got it.
Okay, not so hard.
But what you guys can't see on this side is that glass went flying everywhere. So now if we have a patient in there, that glass is all over them, which is probably gonna cut them, and it's leaving glass on there to cut us when we're inside of there. That's why we don't do that.
Exactly.
So he'll show you his small tool. He's gonna show you the proper tool to break these windows.
And watch how the glass will stay in place and not fly everywhere.
Now go ahead and just...
Same thing.
Much cleaner, much easier. We don't have to worry about cutting the patient inside now.
Because remember, the driver of this vehicle is still in this vehicle. Now what happens now is, this is called auto cribbing. This is a new technique, or a new technology that we have in cribbing the car. By cribbing the car, I mean we're gonna stabilize it. Like I said, this situation right here, 4 flat tires, it's pretty well stable already. But this ensures that the car will not move on us. And that creates safety for us and the driver that's still inside.
So just so you guys started, we'll be working on the car and it's moving around. You don't want that.
You guys see that? The car still moves a little bit, but putting this cribbing in will...
Right now, they're still not ready. We still gotta lock them in.
And just so you know, speed is not always the proper way to do this. The proper way to do this is make sure we're safe, make sure the person inside is safe. Yes, we want to work quick, but we don't want to miss something. We don't want to not set it up properly. So it's a technique and relatively quick speed, but safety is of the utmost importance. Now those are locked in, the car no longer moves.
It's a lot more stable, so now we can work a lot easier. Right? You can start doing your thing.
All right, now what we're going to do now is
we're going to start working in tandem now, because we have to hurry up. We have to do this as quickly as possible. So for one piece in front, he's going to be disengaging the battery. We don't need anything going off while we're doing our job. Firefighter, we can go ahead and grab it.
Going off, the reason we disconnect the battery is there's less chance for an undeployed airbag to deploy in our case. Or still the victim case that there's a steering wheel actually going on here. We don't want that to happen while we're in there, because that causes injury to us and disrupts what we're getting done.
Who's going to cover the patient? We don't want any. We're going to do our best to cover them up.
And we use whatever we can to cover them up. So all our friends have the medic blankets for the ambulances. If we had an extra overcoat, we would use our overcoats. We would use that, or a sheet, or
have to be perfect, Jack. All right. Now the patient's covered, and they're totally protected from indoor glass like firefighter Terrence in that window now. Sometimes this does happen where it does not pop the first time, so we move on to the second technique. Okay. Yeah, kind of. And sometimes that does happen. So we'll be using our control saw, which can be used on other windows. Obviously, to have to cut this window out. He just made the hole so he can get the blade in the window. Yeah, window saw. And basically, it looks like a regular saw. It's got a steel blade, but it has, I believe, diamond tip, so it cuts through the window almost like butter. And as you can tell, our other two firefighters are still working under the hood to get the battery disconnected before we do go in. Now he'll be cutting up the window. And if you notice, everybody working on the car, especially firefighter Terrence, has their safety goggles on. Just want to make sure he had them on. I knew he did, but the goal right now is we're trying to get a firefighter into the car to help protect the patient's C-spine. And what that means is we need to protect their neck. So one of our firefighters, once we get the door open, will go into the car and hold the neck secure so it has very little movement so it doesn't cause any more damage. So that's our goal right now, is to get into the car. Grab the cutter. Here they come next. And the reason firefighter Duffy made that first thing, we're making what's called a purchase point. We're giving it so that we can get the tool to pop the door. Once again, it may look like it's not working, but it's trial and error. Off that pin. So one thing you guys can't see is every time he goes in there, it's opening a little comfortable pin that actually holds more close. As he gets deeper and deeper, you're gonna see it's gonna start spreading until you're gonna hear all that pop like we see it right now. Does anybody know what that pin is called that the door latches over? It does have a name. It's called the nadir pin. And that's what we try to get as close to as possible to break that connection from the door to the car. While he's doing that, he's working the other side too, trying to get access. We're going to have one of our firefighters actually go in there and start working on the patient. And once again, there is a little bit of trial and error involved. It's not like the first time we worked on the single car. Some cars are stronger than others, some cars are trickier than others. Like I said, it's not all about the trickies, it's ridiculous. Here it goes, you guys see it? Here it goes. You know, it wasn't that dramatic, it kind of just exploded right here, but it did pop off that nadir pin. Now they have access to the back seat. So you want to cut those? We got one inside. One of our firefighters will be going inside now, and that is firefighter Terrence. So firefighter Terrence is there now.
There, let me know if you need
so now he's acting on the EMT side of our firefighter skills. The one he's everybody knows neck and back could lead to a lot of serious injuries. And if you notice, firefighters when you come to the balcony, you have to put down the front door. You'll have to open the front door to be able to get the driver out. I know you can't hear them, but they are continuously talking. Communications and the uploading point. Every firefighter has to be firefighters do. We don't get hurt. Now the back door is just about completely off there.
hinges. And what they're doing this for is just creating much of an access point so we can get the patient out as straight as possible. Then we get the patient out the backboard and bring them out to the left as soon as possible. Firefighter Buckley is back out the front door. Notice Captain Suarez and Captain Quadra may look like they're not running tools or anything like that, but it's their instruction that getting the job done as quickly as possible and as safely as possible. Firefighter Igartua is now grabbing the backboard. They're just about ready to bring the patient out. They're getting close. Firefighter Quadra, those spreaders, what they want to do is they're spreading, they want to pop right out of that car. And Firefighter Buckley's working way up here, is not getting his full muscle to holding it in. So now it's become a two-person operation. Once again, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get as close to the meat as quick as possible to pop that door off that pin. Like I said, some cars can be very, very stubborn. And that person inside, they're like, come on, get me out, get me out. We pump. And that's what firefighter Terrence do. Terrence also does. The patient's conscious, which is taking in. They're talking to the drivers, trying to keep them as calm as possible. Just pop. Now the front door is open also. Once again, they'll go right into cutting it and removing it from the car. These are all Right. And while all this is going on, our guys just aren't standing around. They are still working the patient. They can be getting vitals now if it's possible. They may be hooking him up to oxygen if he's having trouble breathing. If he's unconscious, they may be having on the bag mask, he was on certain chest compressions to the best of their ability. There's all kinds of stuff going on right now trying to get this patient out as safe as possible. There's the door removed. So now they have both doors removed. Now they're going to go into getting the driver out of the vehicle. Like I said, we try to keep the spine and the neck as straight as possible. So what they're doing is they're putting the backboard under his or her left hip, and then they'll shift the patient all together while somebody holds the spine, which is the neck. Hold the head secure, and they will get the patient on the backboard. At this time, the medics, which are the ambulance crews, they'll have the cot basically right here waiting for the patient. So they get the patient on the backboard, right on the cot, right into the ambulance. Once again, it's a concerted effort between all the firefighters talking all the time. And there's the patient out. Putting him on the ground, but that's where the cot would be, and he would be on the cot right now. They secure him to the backboard, then they'll secure the whole unit to the cot so there's no movement. While this is being done, there's a couple other things that will be done with the car. Right now, we would have checked for leaks also, but if there's any type of leaks, we're going oil dry and all that down, trying to control the leaks to a certain area so they're not getting into the sewer system or it's anything like that. called Rescue Ranger. It's a life-size, life weight ring. Yeah. What's that? Rescue Ranger. Could be.
So at this point, we also have medics that work with us. They'd be here with us. This is what we call packaging the patient. We're making sure they're secure. We load them on, and then they go to the hospital.
Anybody got any questions for these guys?
Any questions at all for the firefighters?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You can go first. What's your question? You can't panic when you get called. All right, next question. Did you have one? Is that real? These guys are real. Yeah, these are all real firefighters. Rescue Randy? No, Rescue Randy is not real. He's just for training.
Randy's our job.
All right, who else got a question?
Have you ever had a mission fail?
What's that?
A mission fail?
Have we had a mission fail? No, we can't do that. We just have to keep working until we get it out. All right?
Once. I thought
They were just in the car. All right.
I think like one or two more, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Somebody give us a
one of the
score
older guys.
so we can do this for you guys.
How about you open it up?
What you got a question? What's up?
If this was a real accident, we would have been charged. Go ahead.
So if we couldn't get them out from there, we would still cut more. So we could cut the steering wheel out, we can cut the whole roof off the car, we can take the whole front part of the car off. It just takes a little longer. So we've never had a problem with getting them out. It's just sometimes it's the time we have and how bad they're trapped in there.
The only way out is to have to most of the time, yes. Most of the time, we want the cars before opening. But
Hi, camera. Hi.
Move, bro.
Are you asking if you guys can stop putting out the fire?
there's also another procedure that we've got done.
No? Yeah, we will. I hope to answer. We're going to take care.
Thank you. You guys got it?